Imagine all the webbot people. If 13K in February doesn't happen. So it is the 25th of February 2018. We have 3 days left as of this moment. You know, it's in the evening, as you're about to see when I release this video. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I've seen this before. You may have, but I do check frequently. I want you to look at this, though, real quick. And this is Litecoin, by the way. I did say Bitcoin, 13,000, right? Bitcoin. But for a second, let's look at Litecoin. Over on TradingView, Litecoin has been holding itself up. 220, 218, 219. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what's going on with Litecoin? I'm loving it. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's getting hit with the little ugly stick a little bit. Even Bcash, Bitcoin Cash. But zero sell signals, 10 neutral, and 16 buy. This is pretty interesting. You know, technical analysis, they group them all together, whatever. I'm just trying to think, you know, because every time I go to the site, this is the default homepage. I click on the coin I want to look at or whatever, like Bitcoin, for example. As you can see, 8 are saying buy, 8 are saying sell, 10 are neutral. Yet the technical analysis is it's still a buy. Again, I don't say I'm going to sit here and follow this and everything it tells me to do, I'm going to go do. I'm not saying that. But every time I click on one of these, you get it. So here's, you know, strong buy, not neutral, not buy, or almost strong buy. It is nicely in the strong buy zone, according to technical analysis. So, anyways, back to Bitcoin. $13,000. You know, Webbot said, "Oh my God." Timing is off sometimes. We know this. Remember the Webbot call from the mysterious mystery coin, we labeled it. Should have been around in August, didn't happen. February. September, didn't happen. October, boom, there it is. There it is, it's Tezos. And he said the data showed him that the coin would tank based off of this big fight at the top or whatever would happen, whatever coin it was. We didn't know at the time. And the coin would come out ICO'd, past ICO, because already ICO'd. And then it would just plummet because everybody wants out. We don't like what happened. And it plummets and just sells. It goes below the ICO price, like noticeably. That would be the coin that we all want to get into according to his data. It would be fantastic. And then we heard, well, they're not even going to come out with the coin now because it was supposed to be released in December. Never happened. Didn't look like it was going to happen at all. All of a sudden, a matter of days ago, the husband and wife, the lady came out and said, we are going forward. We're releasing the coin in a few weeks. We're going to get it done. We're going to do it anyways. We're going for it. Oh, hey, wait a minute. So Cliff High said, well, if they're not releasing the coin, the only thing we can think of is the data interpretation anyways, is maybe because the lawsuits that are flying with that thing, you know, typical 2-year waiting process for that kind of stuff to get settled, that the value of Bitcoin and Ethereum would be so freaking high that when everybody got refunded their coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they'd be like, oh my God, you know, just imagine in 2 years, let's just say Bitcoin, $200,000, you know, Ethereum, $15,000, $20,000, and you gave a few Ethereum back then. That was priced at, you know, $300 or something. You're pretty damn happy, right? But the data was pretty specific that it would go, you know, come down and people get scared because of what happened. At the time, it was the largest grossing ICO at $232 million, I believe. So, but it didn't happen when he said it was supposed to happen. August, September, still nothing. And then we said, well, look, we thought it might have been EOS, but it didn't fill enough of his data. So he said, no, it's not. And I told everybody, yeah, that's the coin we thought it was, but we didn't want to tell you in advance in case it didn't turn out to be. And by the way, it's not looking like it's turning out to be. And then all of a sudden, October comes around, bang, here it is. So if you recall, and I'm trying to think if this may have been in one of the Three Amigos chats that we did. And he was saying, and this was last year, and he said, you know, remember the 13,800 Bitcoin price in, you know, early 2018? And we were like, yeah. He says, it looks like it's going to be a lot higher than that. Like, and I think he even said 20K. I'm pretty sure he said 20K. And by the way, if anyone remembers which one it was and you want to go find it and post the link in here, go for it. But, and then he said something like it would be 20K, but it would happen a little past the early part of February, or that February date or whatever he gave. But that was the 20K mark, right? So an interesting thing happens in December of 2017, not early 2018 when the initial forecast was given, and then it was specific to about the third week or so of February when we should see $13,800 Bitcoin. We have 13,000 plus Bitcoin happening in December, and then 14,000, 15, 16, 17, 18. I was actually on the phone with Dan for a few seconds while it was going crazy, and I'm like, oh my god, he's like, I'm like, it's 17, 17.2, 17.5, 17.7, 17.8, 18, 18.2, 18.3, 18.4. I'm like, holy, I'm wrapping it up within seconds. That's how fast it ran up. It was crazy. So I'm like, holy crap, and it got to like 20K. So it hit both the target numbers Cliff gave, but it hit it way early. So now the question remains, again, his timing's not perfect, as we've seen. But many times it's spot on, by the way. Usually it is. So the question is the whole 13.8 thing out the window because we already hit it? Same with 20K, and now it's just about, it'll go back there. Just not in February now. Maybe. But I have very much high faith in the webbot. It's made me some very good money. It's made a lot of my subscribers some really good money. Some of these people put in a lot more money than I did. And believe me, I get their emails. Believe me, we chat all the time. But, you get back in middle of last year or earlier. Oh my goodness. Even, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's at 95. Like I'm looking at right now. 95, 90, $9,600. Oh no, is it going? I'm not even kind of concerned. I'm just not. I can't wait to get the psychic lady on too Wednesday, and I gotta see about this remote viewing guy. That Cliff maybe setting up. He's like, hey, see if you want to interview this guy. I'd highly recommend it. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll go send him an email. Hey, Cliff sent me over here. Hey, sure, let's do this. See where that goes. But I'm gonna have to reach out to Cliff, ask him, hey, what any time frame you got? For the next report to come out. I'm curious as to what his latest report's going to say. The last one he did was late December, right? So we went through January. We're pretty much through February. The guy's been working on a lot of other things, house moving and all kinds of stuff. And he said, we'll probably be around March when we do it. Hopefully it's like really, 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 really early March. But I'm almost dying over here just to know, like, it's been 2 months. I need my fixing. I need my webbot fixing. Or my webbot fix. So I may have to throw a little email over Cliff's way. Hey, any time frame on that webbot report? And by the way, is there you find anything really super interesting about crypto in there that maybe I can tell the people, or if not, you want me to keep private for now? Whatever, just whatever it is. Usually he's cool about that stuff. No, go ahead and tell. We didn't want to tell anybody about the mystery coin at the time because we know you guys will go run and jump into something, even if we were not really sure. But we mentioned the coin. Oh, I gotta go get it. It's like, well, no, oh, guess what? And by the way, it wasn't EOS. It was the Tezos, apparently, right? We've already determined that. So, yeah, timing may be off a little bit. What if in the next, literally, let's think about this. What if in the next 2 weeks, just two little, measly 2 weeks, it gets right back to 13,000 plus, 14, 15, you know what I mean? Oh, well, the third week of February. Look, I will come out here saying this stuff in advance because I believe in this thing so much. Not just because I believe, because you can believe in anything you want to believe in. Hey, man, you still believe in such and such? Yep. Have you ever seen it yet? Nope. How about the last 15 times I've asked you? No, still haven't seen it then either. Why the hell do you still believe in that? Well, just because. That'd be a little different. But when this thing came out in 2015 with these things about the cryptos, where they were heading, and then I watched each price target as well as the timing and everything just get nailed one after another. Bang, bang, next one. Holy crap. I'll be honest, you got to be an idiot. You got to be a moron not to pay attention. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I walked over to a damn tree, put my hand on it, and said, guys, funniest thing happened to me. I heard something in my head whenever I touched this tree on my property. And this weird little ugly looking tree in the back when I touched my damn thing. And he gave me a crypto. I went out and bought the crypto. It went up within a week. Bigly went up. Oh, really? Before I even said that, believe me, I would have touched that tree a few more times. And hey, man, every time that damn tree, how ridiculous that sounds. If it freaking works, I'm going to come out here and tell you guys, this may sound ridiculous, but I've done this 4 times in a row, and all 4 times this happened. Guess what? This story's going to blow you away. Check this out. I would come out here and tell you, I don't care how ridiculous it is, because I don't care. I don't care. If it works, it works. You know what I mean? So, anyways, yeah, we got 3 days left for this thing to really, to really say this is a win. Because remember, he always has said with Webbot, plus or minus a few days, 3 or 4 days, whatever. But I mean, again, we've got 3 days left out of the month, and I mean, in all fairness, it only took 10 days to go from what, 6,000 to 10 or 11,000. Bitcoin. 10 days. Of course, we got a few days, not 10 days. But it doesn't have to go that kind of level where it goes up 50%. I mean, does it? 9? Well, actually, yeah, it would. 9,500, another 4,000 or so, 4,500, 4,700. That'd be a little higher than we need to go. Yeah, so whatever. All I know is I'm just sitting back, chilling, watching, doing my thing. And I think I mentioned this the other day, but I did go even heavier on Litecoin recently. I think I was at 70% holdings. Now I'm about 80% Litecoin. And I did that several days ago. Actually, I started that Thursday, I should tell you. And I did get into that coin, the psychic lady said, and I went in heavier than I've ever been, I think, in any other coin. I am taking a chance. Again, I like to throw some mud on the wall sometimes. And when someone happens to be the top 10 psychics, and when I told a few people about it, one person in particular said, no, they're not top 10, dude. They're like top 2. Top 2, most likely, at least especially in America. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. If that lady comes out of nowhere and says, oh, such and such coin, I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot, okay? You know me. Oh, that's, witchcraft, or that's what, I don't care. Call it what you want. What do you call the webbot? The webbot uses what he says as people's psychic thought on the internet, whatever. That's his premise behind it. And how has it worked out for us in crypto land for the last 2 years? Oh, made people rich. Made some people extremely wealthy. So, whether you care, don't care, doesn't really matter to me, doesn't bother me. I went in heavy duty. Just saying. So when I give it out on Wednesday, be prepared to go grab some. But that's up to you. You don't want to follow Snippy? Don't follow Snippy. You don't want to follow? You don't have to follow. And anybody in trade calls, I'm thinking you're probably going to get it first. In all fairness, if anyone deserves it, paying customers, that's you. You guys deserve it first. And you will get it first. And then I'll proceed to just give it to everybody for free afterwards on my channel when I talk to the lady and I do the upload video and that sort of thing. I did help them get some. I have them right now in my possession, the crypto coin, and I will be giving the psychic lady and her husband their coins that I helped them get because they didn't know what they were doing, basically. They're new, so old Snippy, want to help anybody out in this stuff as much as I can. So nothing else to really report right now. Had a good time with the guests we had over this weekend. Some great times with those people. We had 4 different couples, myself included, my wife, and then those 3. And then Saturday, the one went back to their house, and then the other 2 couples, they stayed. One stayed in the RV. The other one had been staying in the hotel. So one in the RV left today, and then me and the other one, my family and theirs, we went out to Tarpon Springs, the Greek town, the Sponge Docks. J-Snip went down to the Sponge Docks. Union's been on strike. So, just a good time. They're leaving. They're going to be here in a little while. They're coming back tonight. Going to hang out for a little bit. And then they'll be going back to do their thing. So, yep. Can't wait for the psychic thing, man. I'm really psyched about that. I just can't tell you. Wednesday. We're doing it at 5:30 p.m., but it will be recorded, not live. And I will probably release it that day. Like that evening, I'm thinking. So, yeah. Anyways, take care.